Hi there, bosses! Good afternoon from Laos, and today is Tuesday, and I would like to teach you something really good and juicy and meaty because I noticed that some of my students in selling online mentorship are actually struggling to create their ebooks, all right? And in this lesson, unfortunately, I have to speak in English because I have some students who are Malaysian, okay, Chinese, French, okay, and you are like segregated from the Filipino markets of mine, and I'm really sorry because when I do this live like this, forgive me with my English, okay? But I will do my best to teach you the best that I can, so I can send you the message on how you're going to create it. So today's topic, we are going to talk about what are the contents you are going to add on your ebook. What are the things you need to include and write, alright, when it comes to writing an ebook that sells. Even though you're not actually selling it, if you're using it for free, behind it, actually, there should be a psychology in selling that must work in order for you to convert your hungry audiences and content consumers, intrigue and curious, traffic online to become your client or customers, okay, to whatever it is that you're selling or offering online. Alright, so in this lesson, I am going to teach you what are the things, okay, that you need to write, include, and incorporate on your ebook. So I'm really sorry for all those banging, okay, because nowadays, my schedules are so hectic and I'm really like coaching one by one, teaching each and every one of you every time you submit me the ebook. And the best way I can give you information and knowledge, I am going to post it on my academy as well, so I can attract more students to learn with us. But because this is something that is just an advice, okay, an input to help you with your business, so this could be included of course in the course, but because you don't see the technical click by click, I added that inside the ebook creation express. So how to create the ebook to turn it into something that someone can read online, okay, the technical setups are actually paid course, okay, this is a paid lesson inside selling online mentorship. Actually, it's a bonus, but if you're going to Pinay Boss Academy, it's a paid course, okay, but I gave it as a bonus inside selling online mentorship. So you're so lucky, guys. I've given you everything that you ever need. So now again, the topic is all about how you're going to create the contents, okay. I'm going to give you some psychology of selling, how to entice and trigger desire, and at the same time I'm going to teach you the technical setups, okay, of how you're going to create an ebook that sells. I have read a lot of ebooks, by the way, and I have also enrolled to some courses that teach how to write ebooks, no, technically. But as an online seller, okay, I believe that there are only few things that very important for you to incorporate and add when it comes to writing an ebook. And now I just wrote it here, okay. I prepared 10 steps for you guys, okay. So this 10 steps is what I'm going to discuss to you now. Alright, so as an online seller, I know what sells, okay, I know what works, and I know how to make people think that it is their idea to buy and not my idea because I'm the seller. You get me? Okay, so if you know how to incorporate this with your business, with your brand, then I believe there's a strong potential that you can convert those customers into clients. So are you ready? So first, we are going to talk about what ebook can do with your business, okay. I believe that an ebook can bridge your curious content consumers. Sorry about that, I'm in a cafe. So it's just beside the street, so it's a little bit noisy. I just stop from time to time, okay. Menu, Jade menu. More new. It's French. Hi, Jade. Okay, so Okay, an ebook can actually bridge your curious content consumers, okay, to become buyers. So not all the time we can speak and talk about our products and offer, right? So we need something that is an ebook, okay, that will actually guide them into what it is that we're offering. The importance of an ebook is that whenever someone has a copy, it serves as a flyer. Okay, a flyer that will actually explain everything that you want to tell your readers about your offers, the features of your products and services, the benefits, how they can get the desire that they've been longing to have, a solution to their problems. This is an opportunity. This is the only solution. This is the only key, in the world, okay, for them to get whatever it is that they want. Okay, without you telling it over and over again. So it is like leveraging time and effort. That is why it's so important for you to have an ebook, because an ebook can do all of the lifting for you. Okay? To bridge, again, your hungry content consumers. So when I say hungry content consumers, those are the people who are only willing to consume contents. Because not all people are actually willing, okay, to read or to watch a video like this. Some of the people are actually lazy. Okay, they hate learning. Okay, everybody, I think even me. There are times like if Facebook actually has a new policies or whatever, oh god, I feel like I need to learn that again. It keeps on changing its mind, but you have no choice. You have to learn, right? If not, you won't survive. So you need someone like that person who will actually willing to digest every single information that you're going to input in your ebook. That is why it's very important that every flow of the chapters that you're going to write on your ebook actually reasons from the first one, and they have what we call the psychology of selling. It guides them to the buying decision. Because your job as the writer, even though we're not authors, okay, you don't need to be an author to write your own ebook, guys, okay? As an online seller, you need an ebook to indoctrinate those people who could be your potential buyer. The only purpose of your ebook is to serve as a flyer, okay, as it's like a brochure, okay, it's like a magazine, okay. So come to think of that, and it's like creating a slide presentation, or let's say it's like creating a proposal, okay. So never ever misunderstand that when you write an ebook you need to be an author or a bestseller or whatever. No, okay? Your job as an entrepreneur is to sell your offer or services through ebook, which could be like a pamphlet or a flyer that will do the lifting for you, will sell for you over and over again. So an ebook can reach curious content consumers into buyers, but at the same time it can indoctrinate your and the ignorance of those people. So when we're selling, we're so passionate about it, right? Like, oh, this is the best thing in the world, this is the best offer in the world. But what we don't understand is that other people we're trying to pitch our business to, they're so like unknowledgeable of what we're trying to sell. You see, hindi nila alam. They don't have any single idea of what it is you're selling and why the hell they should buy. Why is it important? Who cares? Parang sa isip nila, in their mind, they're thinking like, do I really need that? Should I really buy that? Do I really need an online business? Do I really need a painting in my house? Do I really need another teapot? Or do I need another brand of coffee or whatever? Okay, so your job is to make them understand why they need it. Okay, when you write an ebook, tandaan nyo to guys, you have to remember this. When you write an ebook, there is no other person in this world who can sell and pitch your business better than you, because you are the entrepreneur of your own business. So if you're an influencer, I'm teaching selling online mentorship to influencers, to to business owners, startups, and entrepreneurs. All right. So my korte, actually, I am a social media consulting person. Okay, I can leverage and scale any business, like for example a coffee shop like this, and create a system for them, sell on social media, do ads and everything. So we're literally selling online. But now, because this is my hobby and my new passion, no, new acquired skills that I have been doing for the last 5 to 6 years, I am teaching people how to sell online the internet marketing way. Okay, this is not more about mortar and brick businesses anymore, like hotels, yoga, spa, and coffee shops that I help around Southeast Asia. This is about solo entrepreneurs like you. So I believe that an ebook is the best way, no, for you as a solo entrepreneur to learn how to sell your business really, really well. Okay, by indoctrinating those people why they need your offer. Get me? Okay, so number 3 is that an ebook can establish you as an authority. Of course, I said this over and over again. If you're a student of personal branding blueprint, that is the most fun, adventurous, exciting lesson that I've ever done in my life, because personal branding is my forte. And if you're not a student there, I highly recommend that you enroll, because you will learn a lot of things, how to establish your brand as an authority. Okay? So if you have an ebook, you can wow people. Okay? You can wow your potential customers. They will be like, wow, she's got an ebook. Okay? Wow, this is a serious business. This girl is serious. I can see her, on an ebook like this, on a flyer and everything. Then nagkakaroon ka ng, you're having what we call a brand exposure. All right, so that's very important, guys. You need to establish your brand, and especially yourself as an authority, because you need to build like, trust, and build the relationship with these people. Without that, mapag-iiwanan ka. You'll be left behind by those influencers and business owners who knows how to write an ebook, because they can deliver their message, and then they can say and pitch their business why it's important for this customers, no, potential customers, to buy from them. All right, establish your brand as an authority. Okay, so maybe you would ask me like, Princess, is it necessary for me to write an ebook if I am just a pizza seller, for example, and I just have a restaurant, and I have someone asked me this, so, and I am helping them with their brand, with their advertisement and everything, especially ngayong pandemic. Food Panda is actually charging them about 30% of the total, the gross of the product, for example, of the item that people will order online. So I have been thinking of a solution how we're gonna beat that, and I started with where I'm good at, okay, ebook. So we created an ebook like pamphlet wherein you can build a customized pizza and people loved it. Okay, so is it just people who are influencers, solo entrepreneurs, people who are into direct response marketing, who are selling products, like people still needs to they need to decide about it and think about it before they can buy the offer? Are those type of people are the only ones who really need to create an ebook? My answer is no. Anyone can create an ebook. And just like what I told you, if you consider and think of an ebook like a pamphlet or a brochure or a flyer, and run your imagination as the entrepreneur, how you're going to turn that ebook into something that will indoctrinate and educate and guide your customers for a buying decision in order for them to buy from you, then you're doing it right. Okay, an ebook is not just an ebook. Okay, it could be a pamphlet or whatever, or a flyers. Okay, so what we did with that was that we created a build your own pizza. Okay, like customize your own pizza, and then we guided them on I guided them personally on how will you tell a hungry guy who's craving for pizza, who is a vegetarian but he likes barbecue. Okay, so he was like, okay, maybe we will start with the sauce. Okay, because there are different types of sauces that you can actually you can guide if you can guide your customers about how to choose the right item or product for them, or food for them. For example, with pizza, there are different sauces like bechamel, or they have tomato sauce and barbecue sauce, pesto sauce, right? So if you can indoctrinate people about those, that's a good example, right? And then the meat, different types of meat. You have the processed meat like salami, and you have sausages or ham or bacon, and then you have the fresh meat like chicken breast, barbecue, right? So you can guide people different on these different categories and different vegetables, sauces. Then you are now starting to guide them on making a decision to come up, okay, in order for them to buy. Because without you guiding them about those important details, okay, features, and you're not feeding them information, let's say, guiding them, then there is no way they're gonna buy. That is why it's very important, if you have a boutique shop, for example. There are in the Philippines, we have this a shop called SM supermarkets, and so many people are like coming in there, and then they're like, for example, if they're buying for an electronic gadgets or whatever, there are lots of crew who will come to you and explain the features of the products. Now with ebook, you don't need to do that. You don't need to explain all of the features and guide them how to do that. This is literally like using the technology and leveraging time, effort, and energy, by using an electronic pamphlet. Okay, so if you can think of that, you will really get what I'm talking about here. Okay, that's why I don't need a slide presentation for this, you guys. All you need to do is to really just digest and imagine how I'm saying it, so that you can use your mind to incorporate this with your business. Okay, so establish them as an authority and indoctrinate them and bridge them as hungry content consumers to become buyers. Number 4 is to build your brand online. If you have an ebook like this, it is really like building your brand like a rock star. Imagine, like, rock stars can be on magazines, on newspapers, and whatever. Okay, all you need to do now is to put your face on a pamphlet or an Canva or any image out there online, and you're an instant rock star. And if you have an ebook, you are an instant author, right? So that's very simple. If you don't have these materials, these are actually like assets, lifetime assets that will work for you 24/7. That's why it's very important for you to have an ebook, okay? And I want to tell you that I am not an author myself, okay? I know nothing about really, like, I used to write actually when I was a kid, no, to be fair to myself, but I wasn't a professional writer, okay, or author. I love poems, and I used to write editorial writing, so I have a little bit of background about writing. It's just that as the time went by and I became an internet coach and a seller, changing lots of lives actually of so many entrepreneurs in the Philippines, like, because they're really the people I love to help so much. I was able to learn more things about how I'm going to incorporate my writing style and my writing knowledge into something that would actually build a psychology of selling, incorporate those two things together. That's why what I'm going to teach you now is very powerful. Just hang on there, guys. I know that listening to a lesson like this is quite boring, like but just hang on there, because I'm going to give you lots of juicy things. Okay, so now what should you write? Okay, now that you know the importance of an ebook, that it's very, very important, okay, and what should you write? Because I actually created this course called ebook express, okay, ebook creation express, and that is quite technical when it comes. I taught them all of the websites that I use, all of the tools that I use, how I quickly create ebooks. But that is that is the how to's of making an ebook. But writing the contents, I think this video is something that will help you. All right, so what to write? Okay, I'm going now. This is the second phase. All right, step number 1, it's very important, no, to have a backstory. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur who's just using an ebook to sell online, you need, and it's very crucial for you to add your backstory. So what is a backstory? You should just actually tell who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Okay, to establish credibility, because people don't care about you. Okay, that's the truth. But unless you start telling them that you care about them, and you try to introduce yourself and tell them your backstory, how you ended up doing what you do now, and how you can help them. And by doing that, okay, you can now start to grab their attention. That's my German friend. To grab their attention. All right, so okay, it's quite a good looking guy actually. There's a distraction. Okay, so so backstory. So who you are now and what you do, okay, will be something that make people like, know, and trust you. Okay, because here at the very beginning of your ebook, people are skeptical. They're thinking like, oh, what is this? They already know actually that you're gonna sell something to them. So you need to make sure that as the main character of that ebook, you should Italian guy. Okay, friend. I don't know, Mexican. Sorry, I shouldn't be on the side of the road because I can see my friends are passing by in the coffee shop and they're like waving. Okay, so this is the beauty about being a online seller, guys. You can do it anytime, anywhere. No, right? You don't need to be formal or to, sometimes boring slide presentation sends me to sleep. So this is cool, right? And I want you to be, when you become a coach, I want you to be a cool coach, because I don't want you to bore your students as well. So backstory, all right. Yeah, they're very, when you watch a movie, the first thing you will see is that the director will actually focus building the character of the protagonist, of the main character. Why? Because he wants or she wants the audiences to love, like, and trust that character. So it's very much when you write an ebook, okay, you are the director, you are the author, you are the editor, and you are the protagonist. So it's very easy for you to build up your character, right? because nobody will tell you shouldn't be that person. Okay, you just write whatever it is that you want to talk good things about yourself. All right, so backstory, who you were, okay, before, and what you do, how you can help, and then establish credibility. All right, so that's it, no? And then number 2, okay, this is when you're going to inject the boring part, okay, educate. So many entrepreneurs are so excited to pitch their business right away, and then I say, hep, you shouldn't do that. Okay, you have to educate them first, okay, because the reason why they're reading it, you have established your brand persona already. They like you, your character. Now it's time to give them a little bit of value, and the only way you can educate them with your business, no, is by giving them guidance so that they can have again a buying decision. So this is where you're going to give certain guidelines. Okay, so for example, I'm a coach, okay, so I'm teaching people how to sell online, and selling online is so broad. And so I said, what are the type of audiences that I can help? Okay, so I can help business owners, okay, mortar and brick business owners, startups. I can help solo entrepreneurs, coaches like me, and let's say, did I mention influencers? Okay, if they are selling something. All right, so And then I am going to tell them, okay, how I can help, okay, how I am going to guide them. What do they need? Okay, if you want to sell online, I am teaching them, oh, you need to validate the market first. What are you selling? If you're an influencer, if you're selling this, you need to validate first if there are people who actually need that offer, the audience size and everything. So you are gradually giving them a bite-sized information, okay, on why it's important to jump to the next level. All right, bosses, let's continue. So I ran out of some space on my phone. So, and everywhere, you know, there is business. You need to upgrade. That's why we need to keep on selling too. Alright, so I would like to focus more on education because there are so many other businesses out there who are maybe confused. They don't know how they're gonna use ebook to build like trust and relationship with their customers, how to guide them. So for example, I have a friend, Amy, and she's a painter. And my advice to her was that in order for her to guide people who are maybe not interested on buying paintings yet, is to make them understand how painting can actually change the ambience of their houses. Okay, how painting can actually what do you call this? How to give that basic information and knowledge about painting. Maybe you could start with history of painting, how it became available in the Philippines during the Spanish era, and how to choose the right painting for you. Should it be landscape, portrait, or something that is running your mind and your imagination with abstracts and this. So if you're a type of person who is bubbly, happy, and very blue type of person, you know, in psychology of selling, we have these people we call blue. Okay, they just don't care, you know, when they're happy, when they're excited, they buy things. Then these are the type of people who might buy a landscape. They like colorful pictures and everything. But if you're a type of person who's maybe a yellow person, who's into charity, you love giving, you're religious and everything, things like that, they love portrait. Okay, and if you're a very competitive person, we call them the green person and the red person. They're very analytic. They're the scientists, lawyers, okay, doctors, engineers. Maybe they love abstract. Okay, so that's how you're going to guide these people. No, when you give them an idea about what you know about what you do, there's a possibility that you're bringing them to your world, right? I think that's the term. Bring you to my world. Okay, come here, baby. Okay, so it's like now they're starting to understand the benefits and the value of having your product, okay, because you are now educating them. So that's what I mean. So for example, I want to give you lots of examples. For example, you're a coffee shop, okay, or a yoga studio. Oh god, I could give you tons of examples, you know. If I could just sit down with you and write the ebook with you, I can give you lots of topics. So not everybody would actually consider yoga, especially if they do not know what yoga is. What's the difference between yoga and pilate? Okay, did I pronounce it right? Okay, but if you give them a little bit of knowledge and education about yoga, how it can change the body and the mind and the spirit and the energy of the person, then you can make them interested. Okay, so your job as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, as the influencer, is to simply educate them with your message, with your business. Okay, so you can maybe start with the proper positions and how it can change the physical feeling of a person. For example, if you're into back massages and everything, if you do this, then it stimulates the mind and you will be more productive. If you do this position, then you will be good in sex or whatever. If you do this kind of thing, whatever it is, okay, that you can use to educate these people, and then they'll be like, that's how it is, that's how yoga, now I know, maybe it will be useful for me because I'm a coach. So just find a reason for them to buy, okay, and that thing should be written by you, okay, a guidelines to make them interested to your topic, to your offer. Okay, so number 3. Okay, we finish backstory, finish educate. Number 3 is tackle about the desire, okay, and the results that they want to achieve and the problems that they want to be solved. Okay, so here, okay, because you've educated them, it's important for them to listen to your message. No, you guided them. Now it's time for them, for you to tell them that maybe they have a problem and the solution is your offer, your products and services. And okay, and you can also tell them that this is the only key, okay, for you to get the result you have been dreaming of. And then, sorry, I'm burping. You can also use these terms and words and phrases, okay, that will actually guide you into to come up with how you can trigger the desire, okay. So by saying, have you ever, by asking questions, okay. So when you tackle about desire, solutions, and problems, okay, we're digging deep into psychology of selling now, guys. Kailangan mong magsimula sa mga sentences kagaya ng, you have to start with sentences like, have you ever dreamed of having a painting on your wall and that will remind you of a place that is so memorable to you? Okay, yan. You're now starting to run their imagination, okay, that maybe they need this painting, okay, this product. Have you ever imagined of going to the beach without for example, wearing your favorite black bikini in just a matter of 6 months? Okay, by doing this yoga poses, now it's possible. Okay, this yoga poses will stimulate your brains and put you in the mood and turn you into a productive person without you knowing it. In that way, you are actually getting rid of a lot of cortisols in your body. Okay, ganon. So you can now you're now not just educating them, you are also let's say creating the desire in their minds. Okay, for example, is drinking coffee have been your favorite drink, but you have a problem with jittering, for example? Well, in our coffee shop, finally, fortunately, you can now have a coffee without the jitters. Okay, so you're creating the solution. Okay, you're creating the desire, whatever it is that you're offering. Even this bag, okay, if you know how to, as a business owner, if you know how to follow this formula I'm telling you guys, you'll go a long way. Okay, so by being focused on the problems that is needed to be solved and creating the desire in their mind, okay, and starting to create something that they have been longing to achieve in their life, by telling them, hey, you are in Hell Island, my offer can actually bring you to Heaven Island, just like that. Okay, you can say something like, to solve your problem about let's say getting confused with pizza, like you are vegetarian but you are still craving for the flavors of meat. Well, here's the solution. In our pizza shop, okay, we have actually turned our tasty fresh mushrooms into chicken breast like barbecue flavored mushroom that will make you feel as if you're eating chicken breast barbecue, but you're not. You're actually having a really nice tender barbecue flavored mushroom from our garden, something like that. Okay. So are you learning something so far, guys? Okay, so there you go. Number 4, we're going to talk about make them curious and intrigued. Okay, by using the Leia marketing method, using many pictures. Okay, when you're writing an ebook, guys, don't write 1,000 words. Not really like, I don't mean like thousands and thousands and thousands of words. Use a lot of pictures. Okay, because pictures, they say 1,000 words. And the good thing about pictures is that it makes them intrigued and curious. Okay, so that's number 4. Okay, so Leia actually stands for lifestyle. Okay, especially if you're a network marketer or you're an influencer, you should go heavy on lifestyle marketing. And then escalate is something like, it means that from a little result that you had before, you are going to use that in order for you to escalate more result and get more results by showing them that, for example, if you're into network marketing or you're an affiliate, you're showing them a little bit of your income, and then you are like inspiring them like, this is what I've generated, but not much. Okay, I always say to my students, like, if you do Leia marketing, lifestyle marketing, escalation method, and add value, okay, you should only use, like, for example, 30% of lifestyle marketing, 10% of escalation method, like you're posting screenshots of your results, and then you're going to use 60% of add value. You should go heavy on adding value to other people's lives. Okay, so that's number 4. Use a lot of pictures to sell your product. So for example, if you're a coffee shop, then you can maybe post a picture of your pumpkin spice latte, and then you can put some ingredients there that will make them curious. For example, like, one coffee shop here called Formula B, they actually added some raspberry in their coffee. Raspberry sauce. So I was like, coffee macchiato, and then there's some pudding underneath, and I was like, oh, that's coffee, but why there's some like pudding jam underneath? So that actually would maybe turn some teenagers or some of their target customers to get curious about the type of coffee they're serving there. I'm running out of English, guys, because my tongue is twisting now. Okay, so yeah, so because their target customers are young people who are traveling around, and backpackers, and college and high school girls. Okay, it's because their place is quite instagrammable, so the type of picture they're posting would really intrigue you, like, what type of coffee is that? It's not the typical kind of coffee that I can see in coffee shops. They have lots of flavored coffees. Okay, I'll just have a drink. Okay, so through pictures, you can intrigue and make people curious. You don't need to say a word, not so much with this part, number 4. Okay, just put a lot of pictures. And with Amy, she got a lot of paintings, so that would really make people curious. Now that you have educated them, told your backstory, and at the same time, you told them about that they have a problem, a desire, and you have a solution for them. Okay, number 5. Okay, so many ebook creators, okay, always forget to write this. Okay, number 5 is all about testimonies and personal stories. I really like this guy named Zig Ziglar. I'm just really sad that he's gone. I actually didn't know that he's gone already, but I really love the way he teach people about selling. You can really feel his heart. So he said something like, people don't care unless they know you care. And another thing is that people don't buy because of logic, they buy because of emotion. So this is very true, with this part of ebook, 5th part of your ebook, which is testimony, which are testimony and personal stories, wherein you're going to, if you already had previous buyers before, simply ask them like, hey, could you please help me? I'm writing an ebook, and my coach told me that I need to add some testimonies on my ebook. Okay, because this will add it. This is like a fuel to the fire. Okay, you have already started a relationship, like put a little fire. Okay, and now the testimonies will be like a gasoline into that fire, to make it okay. So so when you actually have couple of testimonies, if you sold some paintings before, Amy, for example, ask them to have a selfie with your painting, say something nice, personal stories. What did they feel? The way to ask them is to to tell them like, hey, could you please write something really nice, okay? Like, tell them how you felt and what changed in your life. Those are very important. Not just a testimony, guys. As the business owner, you should be really creative and good at guiding and giving instructions to people you want to get information from. So if you're asking for a testimony, it's better if you tell them like, hey, could you please write me a personal story, make it nice, and tell them, please tell people how you felt, what are the changes in your life, what are the results that you get from it, what changed, okay, what improved. Those things are the things that readers are longing to see and want to hear, okay? Because people don't care about features of the product. I don't care who this person who sent the testimony or whatever, but if I can see and read that something changed in their lives, for example, and let's say there's an improvement, there's a solution to their problem, has been solved, okay, and they got what their dream and desire, and they have achieved their wildest dream, oh, that would make me buy. So that's what a powerful testimony is, guys. So when you ask for testimony, don't be a lame person who's just asking, oh, could you please give me a testimony? You have to ask for those things. Hey, could you please tell me what did you get your desire or whatever, or did your problem get solved, or are you happy now? What are your achievements? Blah blah blah. Okay, so when you get that, ooh, that's really juicy. That's a really good testimony. Okay, so number 6. Okay, mission. Okay, when we say mission, you don't really need to say like, my mission is to, those kind of boring stuff. So make these people become part of your business, okay? Make them, because people will buy actually your mission, your message, your brand message. So how you're gonna do that, okay? Just like what I said earlier, you know, Zig Ziglar, it's his own quote, no, it's his own saying people don't buy because of logic, they buy because of emotion. So the mission statement should be something that attracts the emotion of the buyer, potential buyer. You make them believe in you. You make them feel your passion of whatever it is that you're doing. Make them desire you as a person. Because your job as a business owner, okay, is to sell yourself. That's the truth. You need to sell yourself and sell your product and offer. And the only way you can do that is by making these people see that you are a dreamer, that you are this person who has this amazing dream and this amazing message, this amazing skills and talents that can change the world, okay, and can change them and help them as well. Like, not change, but maybe help them and, you know, benefit them, okay? So emotion is very powerful here, guys. As much as you can, go 100% with the emotion, okay? So for example, me as a coach, if you're going to ask me why the hell am I teaching why am I coaching Filipino people, the fact that I'm also already doing quite good overseas, okay, like helping a lot of these businesses here in Southeast Asia. And the market in the Philippines is actually, they can't really pay as good as what we can earn here abroad. But why am I doing this? Okay, my story is that traveling around for 13 years now, all over the world, and especially here in Southeast Asia, I have seen a lot of OFWs in the airport, on the phone, calling their kids, crying, okay? They're crying, they're in tears. And I know that working abroad, they're not really making much money. Some of them are just, if they're nannies, and they get abused, and they don't get paid really well. So as a Filipino, it hurts me a lot. And I always tell my friends, like, the income is not much and they're sending it back to the Philippines, and most of them are victim of online business kind of thing, and it doesn't really work because they have no idea how to validate their business, their offer in the market, and they have no idea how to sell online and how to establish their brand and position themselves in the market. So I was thinking, like, if only I could Bluetooth everything that I know from creating an ebook, psychology of selling, how to set up the system for selling, advertising, social media, because it's so much, right? There's a lot of things they need to learn. So if only I could Bluetooth what I have in my mind to them, like, hey, like, I will just airdrop to your brains. Yeah, so it cut. Okay, so how I wish I could help them with my magic wand. Okay, but I can't do that. And the reason why I decided to be a coach and touch the Filipino market is because of course the very first group of people I want to help are Filipinos, because they're so dear to me, and they remind me of where I came from, and then it became my mission. So it's not all about the money anymore. It's about a mission to change their lives, that somehow they can also treat their family for a nice vacation. It couldn't be something like what we do. Okay, once you started enjoying the fruit of your hard work, like traveling the world and uplifting all your family's lives, like me personally, I built houses to all of my relatives in the Philippines, okay, from lola, from grandma, to all of my siblings. But at least they could enjoy life, okay? At least they could experience to watch Netflix, have free time, eat somewhere, treat their family in a nice restaurant, or some OFWs can really retire for good and stop being abused overseas, and they can be with their family. If they have the desire to be an entrepreneur as well, then we can at least give them some knowledge and guidelines on how to actually start. Okay, at least basic ideas, because it's not really like jumping into something that you have never known, things that you've never known before. So that's my mission. Okay, I just told you a story, right? So the mission is something emotional. Okay, it's really deep in your heart, so that people can actually relate to that, and they will buy your message. Okay, so you can just model what I just told you. And if you're a painter, for example, so if you're if you're a painter, for example, and painting actually came from something sentimental that started you from painting, okay, then say something about that, your love for coffee, for yoga, something emotional. Okay, maybe one good story is Herbalife. The founder was story was so good. Like, the reason why he started Herbalife is because his mother used to be a model, and she died because of diet pills, and she fell asleep, and then she was trying to keep her weight, and not to get fat, and so because of that, he, even though he's not a scientist, he dig deeper into finding a solution on how people can safely lose weight. So that's very emotional. It's because of his mom that died because of taking pills, no, for just to lose weight. So that's a good message. Okay, so you can imitate that. Okay, number 7. We'll get there. Number 7 is the vision. All right, vision is very simple to me. It's as simple as telling people where you want to go, and people follow leaders, right? So if you didn't establish yourself as a leader, then people won't follow you. It's as simple as that. You just simply tell them, my vision is to help like 1,000 Filipinos. We've actually achieved that. So let's say 10,000 Filipinos, okay, that will retire for good in the Philippines, and will be entrepreneurs, and find time and financial freedom, or whatever success means to them. Okay, it's maybe not by financial or freedom in time, but becoming who they really want to be. That's my thing. Success is not really about money. It's about who you become, right? And how many people you've helped. So you can tell your own mission vision statement, like where do you want to bring the people that you want to help, and then they will like, oh, I want that, I want to go there. You just lead them, okay? And then when they like where you're going, then they will join you, they will buy your business, they will buy your message, they will buy your products. So number 8. Okay, I think I'm a little bit loud. I'm in a coffee shop. Okay, so number 8, create the feeling and the desire. Okay, this is very important, guys. So now that you've actually established a really good content, okay, but if you follow all of those things, later we'll have a recap. Now it's time for you guys to create the feeling and the desire. Okay, we human beings, this is important when it comes to selling. We human beings, no, when we're reading something, okay, our brain is like imagining things. Okay, so if you are into telenovelas or pocket books, before I was reading pocket books when I was a child, there's some sexual scenes there. Sexy things, steamy things, okay, and then it makes you imagine things, right? So why don't we do that with our ebook, but not that kind of content? What we're gonna do, okay, is we will use human senses, okay? Human senses are so powerful when it comes to writing, and then at the same time making people think and imagine how good future will be once they already have the product in their hands. So you can start with something like, no, senses, like imagine waking up. If you're into network marketing, okay, and business opportunity or online business, you could say like, imagine waking up each single morning, seeing, senses, okay, imagine and seeing your laptop with commissions coming into your email. They will imagine that for sure, okay? Oh man, no. Oh yeah, no, I really want that to happen to me, waking up every morning and I can see my email like with lots of commissions dropping into my email. Okay, and then you can say something like, imagine yourself like you are by the beach with your laptop and you can hear the rushing of the waves in the ocean. Isn't it relaxing? Like you're not worried about money, you're happy, you're satisfied, you own your time for yourself. Hear the rushing of the ocean. Imagine hearing your favorite rock star band, because you can now afford to go to the concert, okay, of Taylor Swift, for example. Smell, okay, you can use something like smell. Okay, finally, no, you will wake up one morning and you can smell your mom cooking and it's past 8 a.m. and you didn't have to go to work, right? So you can smell, and your mom will wake you up and say, hey princess, my princess, your breakfast is ready. Okay. And that feels so good. I miss that. In the Philippines, that's how my mom and my dad used to treat me back when my dad was still alive. He will prepare my slippers and I will get out of bed and he'll put my slippers on my feet, right? Like a princess. And then I really miss that because my dad is gone like 5 years ago. And because they miss me so much, I'm the breadwinner of the family, they really do their best to make me feel happy and comfortable every time I visit the Philippines. Okay, so my mom will cook my favorite food and it's so good because I wake up 9 o'clock or 10. When I'm in the Philippines, I can really go all the way. Like really rest. But in the morning here, oh god, I grind a lot. Like I wake up 3 a.m. in the morning or 6. That's my latest, 6 o'clock. So those are the uses of senses. They are very powerful. Like you can say something, feel, feel the car, the new car, and smell the leather car, the leather seat, and see the view of the whole horizon, driving your new sports car. Oh, diba? So people will be like, oh wow, they can start imagine. You can now, run their imagination wild. You can now make them feel like, oh, I want that for myself. When they're reading your ebook, they're now having some kind of wet dreams. So it's very important, guys, that as a writer you incorporate all of the things that I'm right. So if you're a painter, for example, you can say something like, imagine having the nature in your room, and you can see burst of colors that can possibly boost your positive energy. If you're a CEO, then it will give you a lot of relaxation, calming your mind, so you can be positive for the day. O, diba? So you can say something like, if you're an artist or a celebrity, for example, and you surely want to have a portrait of yourself that will keep your youth and beauty for thousands of years. Oh, diba? Something like that. You just need to be creative with running their imagination wild. So you can say something like, imagine having a painting that your friends and relatives are visiting you for a dinner, and they will admire your piece of painting, and that actually reflects your persona, that describes so well about you. Imagine having a portrait of your loved ones that will remind you of how family should be, okay? Or see a portrait that will remind you of the sunset in your favorite place where you propose for your wife. Okay, diba? Yung mga ganon. So you just have to be creative with this, guys. Coffee. Imagine grabbing a cup of coffee that will actually put you in the mood today, that you can shoot for the stars, and no matter what happens in the day, you're ready to go and you're the boss. Something like that. Okay, so you have already created the feelings and the desire. We've gone so deep, right, with this ebook creation. That is the idea. Okay, the reason why you're building the desire is because, remember this, you are trying to tell them that it is their idea to buy. Sorry, it is their idea to buy, not your idea as the seller. So make them imagine, okay, things, so that they are the one convincing themselves that it's them who's deciding now to buy your offer. Okay, number 9 is brand message, second to the last. Make them know, like, and trust you. When you say brand message, okay, you're like telling them, for example, me, Pinay Boss Academy, where learning is always fun. So a lot of businesses, like coaches in the Philippines, are like, help thousands of entrepreneurs become rich and earn their first 1 million online and learn how to build their own business. To me, I was like, no, that's not me. Okay, where learning is always fun is like, my students are really like learning so much by experience, by examples, by different things, okay? But they're enjoying it so much. If you will watch Personal Branding Blueprint, guys, that's unfortunately it's in Tagalog, and I don't know if I will have an energy to teach it in English, but it's the most fun course I've ever done in my whole life, because I had to create it for like 6 months. So I really put some games and fun activities and workbooks and lots of emojis and colorful things, because it's all about personal branding, right? So my brand message is, where learning is always fun, makes people curious, like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, I don't want to have fun. Oh, really? You don't want to have fun? Okay, it's so boring to study technical things, right? So here, I actually said, relearning is always fun because that's me as a coach, okay? That's my personality. And I hate teaching people about pure technical stuff. The truth is that I'm a very technical coach, okay? When I lay out my courses, like, I really want it to be like, all of this content must be in the ebook, and there shouldn't be one missing. If I say 10, dapat 10 yan. And I'm so strict with my students. You have a deadline to write your ebook until February 7 only. Okay, even if they enroll to my course and it's like, oh, I could just let you go and study the recorded lesson, but I'm not like that, you know. I check their workbook, I check their ebooks, I put some inputs and improve everything. And just like now, I'm teaching what else you can add to improve your ebook and make it look professional. And the most important thing is that conversion. Make sales, baby. Okay, that's the goal of your ebook, to make sales. We're not here to just study. We want you to have result, get lots of result and lots of sales. Okay, so brand message is very important because it should be simple, it should be easy to understand, it says a lot about you, your personality and your business, and it makes you unique and different compared to your other competitors. Okay, so the reason why I chose, actually I wanted building dreams together, pinaybossacademy.org. We build dreams together. It sounds good, you know. It's like we build business and dreams together. I was thinking of that, like, I actually like that, but maybe the having fun while learning technical things is much more, it gives me the heart, you know, like the spark in my heart, like saying, okay, I want to have fun while learning. I know, because I know some other students have enrolled to some other coaches, and then they felt bored and felt sleepy after watching certain videos, because that's what I felt when I was a student, you know. I was like, oh my god, where is this lesson gonna end, you know? I'm so tired, a lot of lesson, and then I go, so many modules and lessons. So alright, just to finish that off, we'll wrap up soon. And I was saying that brand message, no, make them know, like, and trust you, but at the same time, make your message and your brand tattoo in their minds. Okay, that's the role of it. Like, oh, I want to have fun while learning, and at the same time, I'm enjoying learning phases of my business. So it's pinaybossacademy.org. Okay, something like that. Or if you wanna sell some painting or coffee, like coffee without cheaters, easy, right? So painting, you know, bringing colors to your home, or, you know, it depends to you what your brand message is. But the goal of this part of your ebook is that make them know, remember you, and tattoo the brand in their minds again, and like and trust you. Okay, and then last but not the least is the call to action, a strong call to action. So when you actually before, it used to be like, click the link below or please subscribe. That doesn't work anymore now. Okay, so now I think you really need to be sincere with your call to action. You know, you're not really like the boss or Hitler to tell them like, click the link below. You shouldn't be like that, okay? Like telling them, commanding them to do something, no, for your benefit. So you shouldn't be like a Hitler when you're doing your call to action, okay? So do something like, let's be friends, okay? And follow me on my social media channels. Learn with us. And if you want to know more about how you can blah blah blah, desired result and solution to their problems, mention all of that. And then please click this link, because this will guide you to the next level, okay? This will guide you to the next step. It's so important, guys, when you tell them, oh, there is a next level, oh, there is a next step, I want to know more. Because again, there are people who are content consumers, so they're always hungry to know what's next, okay? Because you should tell them that, oh, we're just on the surface, that is just, you know, this is already 2 hours long of lesson, but we're just on the surface, baby. We will dive deeper, okay? There is a next step, okay? It makes them curious and they want to know, and that is actually your offer. So when you're having a strong call to action, you have to tell them something like, if you're in a coffee shop, like let's say, make them intrigued, and happy, and make them curious. Like, all right, so you've learned how to choose the right coffee for you. Now the next step is to taste it. Come visit our coffee shop, and this time you'll have a coffee without the jitter. All right, without the meaning. Okay, only happiness in the end. Okay, only happy endings. Okay, love at first sip. So, okay, so if you're a painter, for example, you can think something like, now you've known about how paintings can change the ambience of your home. Then let's bring colors to your life. Let's be friends on Facebook. See how colorful our designs are on Instagram. And I can't wait that these pieces of arts would actually change your moods and your perceptions in life. So click the link below because I am so excited to showcase you our digital museum. Oh, digital museum. Alright, so something like that, diba? So amazing. I'm lots of things in my mind, guys. If you could just enter my brains, it's like lots of example. Okay, so for example, pizza, right? Alright, so thank you so much. Now you've learned what is the best pizza that suits your cravings. Now the next thing is to visit our store and show us, go back to this pamphlet and check which bread is perfect for you. If you're gluten tolerant, or let's say you're into diet, who would say that pizza is bad for your diet if you can have lots of proteins? Oh. Okay, so with our design your own pizza, you can actually go heavy on the protein and less on the carbs. Okay, and then you can say something like, so all you need to do is to taste it for yourself and go visit our store. I can't wait that you will I can't wait of your artistic, let's say, pizza combination, because this might be we might like your own personal combination and feature it in our menu. Oh, diba? And then you will feel like, oh, that's my pizza combination, and they featured it in their menu or in their Facebook page. I'm so happy. That's my pizza. Okay. So, diba, dapat gawa ka na maraming pakulo, mga pautot mo dyan. I said something like, you need to be creative, okay? Ano ba sa English ng ano? You have to have a lot of perks, okay? Like imagination and creativity with marketing. Okay, so that's it for now. We're going to wrap up now. Let's have a recap. Okay, an ebook can bridge your curious content consumers to become buyers. Okay, number 2, it can indoctrinate them and educate them about your offer, so that you can guide them on a buying decision. 3, establish you as the authority. Number 4, build your brand online. Okay, so how you're going to write your ebook. Number 1, you have to write your backstory, who you are, what you do, how you can help and establish credibility. Number 2, educate them. This is all about your offer and how you can guide them to have the buying decision. You should create a guidelines for them, about indoctrinate them and tell them how to come up with a decision of which one to buy. When you have, maybe sometimes you have different options, right? Number 3, tackle about the desire, the results that they want to achieve, and the problems that they want to be solved. You should ask questions such as, have you ever dreamed of, have you ever longing for a problem to be solved, or finally you can now enjoy such and such solution. Number 4, make them curious and intrigued by using the Leia marketing method. Use a lot of pictures, like 30% lifestyle, 10% escalation method, and add value 60%. Testimonies and personal stories to add more fuel to the spark. Okay, so they're like, oh, I really want to buy this because people are buying it. Okay, so number 6 is that tell them your mission statement, because people buy not because of logic but because of emotions. Okay, number 7 is your vision. Where do you want to bring people to with your products and services? What are you aiming for? What are your hopes and plans? Because people follow leaders. Number 8, make the feelings and the desire. Create the feelings and the desire. That it is their idea to buy, not your idea as the seller. Make them imagine and use human senses. Okay. Number 9 is brand message. Make them know, like, and trust you, and there should be full of emotion, and your brand should tattoo in their mind, and why, and establish you as someone who is different in the market. Okay. Number 10 is that a strong call to action, a friendly one, not like Hitler. Okay. You show them your sincerity. Okay, that you are their superhero, you are their angel, you are their friend, best friend. Okay, you are someone to call on to, you are their idol coach, or you're their mentor. So when you have a strong call to action, you can tell them that I am the best coach who can help you how to get your dreams. You are that sincere, you are that passionate about what you do. Like, I really want you to be successful. So if you just enroll to this, or for example go to the next level, I promise I will do my best as your coach to bring you there. Okay, so be sincere like that. No matter how difficult it is for you to say it. Sometimes my English, I'm running out of English, I need to plug myself to English cable. Because sometimes I feel like, oh my god, my tongue is already twisting. My accent is now terrible. So I hope you learned a lot with this, guys, and I'm really really thankful that you listened to me today. Okay, God bless you, and I hope you learned a lot, even though our lessons are so long. And I think I have given you a lot of pointers for today. So go create your ebook, make it possible, make it happen. I love you all, guys, and I really want you to succeed in life. Okay, so put the effort, baby. Okay, sabi nga ni Bill Gates, when he didn't succeed with any of his projects, what he always say with his interview is work harder. Okay, so you already know how to create an ebook fast, expedite, express. Okay, you know the technical know-how. I already told you everything that I know about creating ebooks. Now, what to write with your ebook is very important. That's why I created this lesson, because I believe that I haven't really dig deeper with this. So these 10 steps on writing your ebook will create a remarkable change, okay, with your ebook. It has psychology of selling, it has the triggers, emotional triggers, it establishes you as the authority. What else do you need? Okay, it's already there. All you need to do is to write it. Sit in a chair, go in a very nice place. Okay, it's a beautiful place. Yay! It's a very nice place, this one. It's a coffee shop. And when you sit, okay, think of your dreams, relax, okay, breathe, okay, and put your emotion into your work when you're writing. Because when people actually read it, that as if you're friends already. Okay? You have common ground. Show them who you really are. Be true to yourself. Be authentic. And people will love you for that. You don't need to be perfect. No, my English is not perfect. But when I talk, I speak my heart. It's not my tongue. It's not your tongue that matters. Because my tongue is terrible. Okay, so when you talk it, just put your heart into it, and people will love you for that. Okay, that's my last message for you. So go ahead, finish your ebook, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Again, this is Princess Waideen from Pinay Boss Academy, and bye for now.